Chapter 1. The Retirement Blues. Mr. Ravi Krishnan had been retired for exactly 103 days. Not that anyone was counting, except Mr. Ravi himself. He kept a neat notebook titled Post-Retirement Log, Purpose Pending. Every day, he logged his activities. Day 1. Drank tea. Celebrated. Day 8. Fixed the sink. Temporarily. Day 15. Tried yoga. Pulled hamstring. Day 38. Rearranged bookshelf alphabetically. Regretted immediately. Day 75. Googled, can boredom cause death? Day 103. Wrote this log entry. Before retirement, Ravi had been a school principal for nearly 40 years. He was used to ringing bells, shouting kids, meetings, chalk dust, and staff room tea that tasted like wet cardboard. But now, the silence in his house was so loud it echoed. His wife, Latha, was not impressed. "You're driving me crazy," she said one morning as Ravi tried to organize the spice rack by color. "I need a purpose," he muttered. "You need a hobby," she corrected. "Or friends. Or both. Blank. Blank. Chapter 2. The WhatsApp Warriors. That evening, Latha added him to a WhatsApp group called Silver Sparrows, made up entirely of retirees from their neighborhood. Ravi, who had previously believed WhatsApp was a digital disease, reluctantly opened the group. It was buzzing. Messages flew like confetti. Morning yoga at 6 a.m. in Central Park. Who wants to learn Spanish together? Sumant uncle is now on Instagram. Ravi was both confused and slightly terrified. These people were more active than high school students on Red Bull. He scrolled further and found one post that caught his eye. Retirees, talent show, 1 week away. Show the world what you've got. He raised an eyebrow. Ravi hadn't got anything in decades, other than slightly high blood pressure and an addiction to peanut chicky. But something stirred inside him. Curiosity? Misplaced confidence? Indigestion? He replied, "Sign me up. I will do something. Blank. Blank. Chapter 3. Searching for talent. Over the next few days, Ravi turned his living room into a chaos zone. First, he tried singing. The neighbor's dog howled, not in approval. Then he attempted painting. Latha mistook his canvas for a pizza sauce accident. He tried stand-up comedy. His punchline was, "Why did the retired man cross the road?" To find meaning. Silence. Even Latha blinked at him. On day 4, in a moment of desperation, Ravi dug through his attic and found an old puppet box from when he was a school teacher. Inside were 3 hand puppets, a lion, a duck, and a very confused-looking parrot. He slipped the lion puppet on his hand and said in a gruff voice, "Greetings, I'm Leo the lion, and I'm here to fix your boring life." Ravi chuckled. Then, with the duck, "Quack, I'd rather be in a pond than this puppet show." And finally, the parrot, "Polly wants a pension." Ravi laughed harder than he had in months. Maybe, just maybe, puppets were the answer. Blank. Chapter 4. Rehearsals and Reluctance. Ravi wrote a short script called The Retirement Jungle, where Leo the lion struggled to find his purpose after stepping down as king. He met Duck, who suggested fishing, and Parrot, who suggested complaining professionally. The punchline? You don't retire from life, you just change the uniform. He rehearsed in front of the mirror. In front of Latha. In front of a mildly interested cat outside his window. He even upgraded the puppets, gave Leo a little crown made of foil, Duck a monocle, and Parrot a tiny walking stick. Ravi was ready. Sort of. Blank. Chapter 5. Showtime at Silver Hall. The night of the Retirees Talent Show arrived. Silver Hall was packed, over 200 attendees, most of whom were carrying large thermos flasks and mysterious containers labeled diabetic-friendly snacks. The show opened with a 68-year-old man playing the saxophone off-key, a woman performing an interpretive dance that resembled someone trying to swat a fly, and Mr. Sumant doing magic tricks. His rabbit escaped halfway through the hat routine. Finally, it was Ravi's turn. He walked up nervously, puppet box in hand, knees slightly trembling. The audience was half asleep. He cleared his throat and slipped on the lion puppet. "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the retirement jungle." There were murmurs. Then Duck came on. "Leo, you're not the king anymore." "What now?" Leo sighed. "I don't know. I've already watched every TV show, argued with my wife, and scared the postman for fun." Laughter. Real laughter. Parrot chimed in. "Join the Senior Parrot Society. We meet on Tuesdays to complain about young people." More laughter. By the end of the 10-minute show, the crowd was clapping. whistling, and one auntie even shouted, "Encore, lion uncle." Ravi bowed with his puppets and felt something swell inside him. Joy. And a bit of shoulder pain. The duck was heavier than it looked. Blank. Underscore. Blank. Chapter 6. The Unexpected Fame. The next morning, Ravi's WhatsApp exploded. "That puppet show was amazing. You should start a YouTube channel. My grandson watched your video 12 times. Apparently, someone had recorded the whole thing and uploaded it online. The video was titled, Retired Principal Turns Puppet Master, Hilarious and Heartwarming. Within 2 days, it had over 30,000 views. Ravi was now lion uncle to an entire generation of young people on the internet. A local school even called, asking if he could do a guest puppet show. He agreed. Then 2 more schools called. Then a children's hospital. Suddenly, Ravi had a calendar busier than his working years. Blank. Underscore. Blank. Chapter 7. Tea and Triumph. One Sunday, as he sipped tea with Latha on their balcony, Ravi looked over his notebook. Day 105. Did a puppet show at Rainbow School. They laughed so much. One kid hiccuped glitter. Day 111. Taught parrot to say, Namaste. Day 117. Booked for library puppet reading next week. He turned to Latha and smiled. "You know, I think I found my purpose." She nodded. "Yes, and thank heavens you stopped organizing the spice rack." They laughed. A butterfly fluttered past. And somewhere in the house, the puppets waited in their box, ready for their next jungle adventure. Blank. Underscore. Blank. The end. Blank. Underscore. Blank. Message of the story. You're never too old to reinvent yourself. Sometimes, all it takes is a lion puppet, a little courage, and a whole lot of laughter.